A very good evening and a warm welcome to this week's first edition of Primetime News, coming to you from our studios in Eros Park. I'm Salima Shumwefeleni Masipa. We begin with a rather unfortunate story. 6 classrooms of Rogate Primary School at Otjiwarongo burned down earlier this morning, shortly before the classes were due to be opened for learners. Mulisa Simiasa filed our first report.
Acting School Principal Gisela Sal, in an interview with Nampa on Monday, said the destroyed classrooms are for pre-primary grade 2 as well as grade 4 learners. Sal said 6 classrooms out of 7 for one block were completely destroyed. Only 1 classroom was spared. 4 of the classrooms that were destroyed are for grade 2 learners and 2 for grade 4s, said Sal, adding that the pre-primary classroom was spared. Sal further stated that the cause of the fire is still unknown to the school, as all the classrooms were locked when the fire broke out. She said a teacher was about to open one of the classrooms for the learners to enter at about 7 a.m. in the morning, reported the fire to her. Learners of the entire school were told to go home for the day. The acting education inspector for the Otjiwarongo circuit, Max Shapalala, and several works inspectors also rushed to the school grounds. Shapalala said even though no learner or teacher was hurt in the process, the directorate was saddened by the incident. He added that it's examination time and they are already struggling financially as a directorate. Shapalala estimated the renovation costs, loss of 300 chairs, 150 double discs, teachers' tables and chairs, as well as the learners' textbooks and stationery, to be approximately 800,000 Namibian dollars. It took 3 hours for 10 firefighters of the Otjiwarongo municipality to extinguish the fire. Rogate Primary School was established in 1965 and it offers pre-primary to grade 7 with 1,560 learners and 52 teachers in total.
Still on education matters, an education conference is scheduled to take place in August this year to inter alia review the progress made since the last one in 2011. This was announced by the Education Minister Anangi Pondoka today.
This was announced by the Education Minister Anangi Pondoka today while opening the 2022 regional consultations on the 2022 National Conference on Education and the Transforming Education Summit 2022 in the capital. The 2011 conference, which cost taxpayers 7 million Namibian dollars, was held under the theme Collective Delivery on the Education Promise, Improving Education System for Quality Learning Outcomes and Quality of Life, covered a myriad of thematic areas. They range from early childhood development, pre-primary education, secondary education, vocational education and training, to higher education and adult and long life learning. This year's conference will review and reassess the extent of the resolutions and directives of the 2011 Indaba. With the current education strategic plan coming to an end this year, inputs from the conference will also be used to inform the next 5-year strategic plan, 2023 to 2028.
The Otjiwarongo municipality recently launched its mayoral fund aimed at financially assisting the impoverished residents of the town. Mulisa Simiasa filed this story.
Launching the fund during a gala dinner, Osodon Juba Governor James Wariko emphasized the importance of the municipality to have a financial plan in place in order to assist the destitute residents, the physically challenged, or school learners from impoverished households who have obtained good symbols in grade 12 with no financial backup. He urged the municipality to use the funds for intended purposes, mostly in assisting everyone who might need it to survive. Meanwhile, a total of 428,500 Namibian dollars was raised in pledges and in cash at the event, with Chita Cement Factory pledging the highest amount of 100,000, followed by Standard Bank Namibia with 70,000 Namibian dollars towards the fund. Also speaking at the event, Otjiwarongo Municipality Chief Executive Officer Moses Matoi promised to supervise the fund and to see that it benefits residents who suffered check fires and those in need of wheelchairs, amongst others.
On to neighboring South Africa, where the country's President Cyril Ramaphosa is embroiled in a growing scandal centered on the theft of cash from his sprawling cattle farm, worthy of a spy thriller that has highlighted the leader's wealth. Michael Madimba reports.
Ramaphosa is accused of complicity in buying the silence of the burglars, who were allegedly detained on his property, charges which he fiercely denies, as he vies to stay on as ruling party leader. The presidency said while there is much public interest and concern, the president remained firmly focused on the task of rebuilding the economy and the country. The scandal came to light after a criminal case was brought by the country's former spy master and ruling ANC member, Arthur Fraser, now threatening to overshadow the president's efforts to remain party leader. Ramaphosa will face party members at a conference in December, during which he could be ousted from the ANC top job. The president, who has a considerable personal fortune, vowed to continue the fight against corruption, but pledged once again to cooperate fully with any investigation. The presidency stressed it would not be able to go into the details of the case, leaving the police and the judiciary to their work. The saga began in February 2020, according to the complaint filed Wednesday at the Johannesburg police station by Fraser, the former South African intelligence chief. Robbers allegedly broke into Ramaphosa's Palapala farm in the northeast of the country, where they found $4 million in cash hidden in furniture. Ramaphosa himself has disputed the sum of money in question, but accepted that he buys and sells animals, sometimes through cash, sometimes through transfers. The case accuses Ramaphosa of concealing the theft from police and the tax authorities. It sensationally alleges that the president then paid the burglars for their silence. Fraser, who said he provided police with photos, bank accounts, names and videos, accused Ramaphosa of obstruction of justice and organizing for the suspects to be kidnapped, interrogated on his property and paid off. On Thursday, the president's office confirmed an armed robbery in Ramaphosa's Limpopo game reserve, during which the proceeds from the sale of cattle were stolen. The president, who was attending an African Union summit in Addis Ababa, was not present at the time.
When we return, Walvis Bay Municipality commences sale of mass houses. In the business and economic segment tonight, we begin at the coast. The municipality of Walvis Bay has commenced the process of selling the remaining unoccupied 70 houses constructed through the massive urban land servicing program several years ago. Isabel Bento filed this insert.
The houses, as per the directive from the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development, will be allocated and sold on a first-come, first-served basis to beneficiaries selected from a combined waiting list of the Walvis Bay Municipality and National Housing Enterprise from 2016. At a media briefing on Friday, Walvis Bay Mayor Trevino Forbes said an additional number of Walvis Bay Municipality employees who are on the aforementioned waiting list and qualifying will benefit when it's their legitimate turn in the order of the waiting list. Forbes told the media, housing has been one of the major issues they've been tackling since coming into office, and they had to amend the land sale policy to specifically give opportunities to first-time property owners and residents of Walvis Bay. To date, 21 applicants have been approved and waiting to receive completion certificates. 15 are still pending as they are currently busy with interviews, while 32 have been declined as per instruction from their financial institutions, and 2 were duplicates. The mayor noted that the committee will reallocate the remaining 34 houses to the next qualifying clients on the waiting list. Forbes further added that in order to ensure the availability of land in the town, the municipality has applied for boundary expansion, which according to him will cater for more land and address the housing needs. Additionally, the council has budgeted 28 million Namibian dollars for the financial year 2022-2023, the development of a portion in Narrow Extension 8, which will include a new much-needed cemetery, as well as about 100 single residential urban.
Staying in Walvis Bay, the town's mayor, Trevino Forbes, is adamant that Green Valley, also known as Farm 37, will become the answer to the town's serious land issue. Let's get the details from Isabel Bento.
Forbes, while addressing a press conference on Friday, said some work has been done in the area, but due to a lack of sufficient funds, priority is being directed to the most important services for now. He stated Farm 37 is the answer to the Ashek problems in Walvis Bay, and that although it has been a long time coming, it will materialize, as not only will it cater for ultra-low-cost housing, but also for middle-income houses as well as businesses. The municipality had in March issued a notice to all residents living in illegal structures to remove them or risk facing consequences of the law. However, this was not possible as there was no land available for these landless residents to move to. The municipality therefore made it a priority to avail and service 2 portions at Farm 37 to which these residents could be relocated to. Forbes noted the communal facility in the area are ready, saying council wants to first engage the residents who will be relocated there, showing them what has been done there, and find whether they will be willing to live there with what is currently available in the area, or whether they will wait and give council enough time to bring proper services before they are relocated.
Stay tuned for the sports news, but first your economics roundup, followed by the weather forecast. In our sports news tonight, cricket headlines the segment. Namibia's senior cricket team won the first of the 3 one-day international matches by 65 runs against visiting Hong Kong at the Trusco United Cricket Grounds on Sunday. Hong Kong won the toss and elected to field first, and Namibia took advantage of the field, which seemed to suit the batters, to register an imposing score of 332 runs for 5 wickets in the 50 overs. On to some football news. Liverpool have reportedly rejected a first offer of £25 million from Bayern Munich for their forward, Sadio Mane. The Times said late Sunday that Liverpool have considered the sum, which included add-ons, far too low for the 30-year-old Senegal international. Liverpool allegedly value Mane at more than £40 million. He has been at the Reds since 2016 and has 1 more year on his contract. Mane has been linked for weeks with a move to the 10-time reigning Bundesliga champions, where the future of striker Robert Lewandowski and winger Serge Gnabry is uncertain. Your sports roundup is up next. That's where we leave it for this evening. Thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and press the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. From myself, Selima Shumwefeleni Masipa, and the entire production crew, it's good night.